Sorry for that break there. I had some students stop by my office. So let's look at, we did those. So key terms, we're looking at elective assignments. Some students like to write test questions. Sometimes in order to remember the material, you can write your own test question, multiple choice, short answer. So what you do here is you write 2 questions that could potentially be used as quiz or exam questions. It could be multiple choice, short answer, fill in the blank, and you need to provide the answer as well as a rationale and a reference. So for question 1, there are 4 points, and question 2, there are 4 points, and then here's the rubric. So it would be worth 8 points total. Sometimes I even use your questions in an actual quiz. So again, when you go to submit the assignment, it will tell you that it needs to be a file upload. You choose the file, you upload it, and you submit the assignment. For anything that you'd like to add more than 1 file, you're welcome to do that. You just click add another file, and it will let you choose the file. So let's look at the other type of elective assignments that are available to you. Wait for the page to load. Let's close that out. Doesn't want, there it goes. And let's keep going on down. We did the writing test questions. Chapter review questions. So there are questions at the end of each chapter in your book. They have been for you in the assignment here. What you would need to do would be copy and paste into your Word, choose right answer, and you need to provide a rationale as to why you chose that particular answer. So each question is worth 2 points, 1 point for the correct answer. Ooh, there's a typo. And 1 point for the rationale, why the answer is correct with a reference. In other words, what chapter, what page did you find the information? And that will earn you 10 points. There you go. And then let's go back again to assignments. The due dates are there, the points they're worth are there. All that information is available for you. And we'll go down then to the, let's just scroll on down here. There are growth and development templates that are available once we get to chapter 7, which has to do with the infant, and then we'll move on to early middle childhood. Each of those developmental stages has a growth and development template. And when you go to that assignment, here is the blank template. You can use the textbook or another reference valid source. And so it's a peer-reviewed assignment, which means that the template is due on the due date, and then you have 1 week in which to review and comment on one other infant template. So if you need to revise yours based on the peer review, you can do so and resubmit within that time frame. So here's what it says. These are the different sections in the template, and so that ends up being worth 10 points. Let me show you the template. See here, growth and development, blank template. We can preview the document. And here we go, click load. Give it a minute to load. There we go. So here is the template. If you're not able to download the template, you can write it on a piece of paper. Have physical development, cognitive development, and just write sections on your paper. That's fine as well. You do not have to use this particular template if you have trouble downloading it. So you would put in development, you'd have your name, the developmental stage would be infant, chapter 7, and then you're going to, what physical development would you expect from an infant? What cognitive development, psychosocial development, what age-appropriate activities? And then looking at health promotion, any immunizations, health screenings, nutrition, injury prevention, that type of thing. The information that is presented there as a peer review you'll share, and then that way you can exchange information. You'll know, did I include all the information? Did somebody else find different information? And I will help you through that. It's a little different activity, but it's kind of cool to see what other people have found. So if we go back again to assignments, and again, development templates are elective assignments. If you don't particularly like to do them, anything else. like to publication on one zipper. So let's go down to, we did that. We reviewed templates, so now we're going to do study guides. So for each chapter, you can put together a study guide. They're worth 10 points for each chapter. There is no particular format for them. You can use whatever format that serves your learning needs. If you like to, you can use the key terms, you can add whatever you would like, and that's what it says. If you'd like to address the objectives that are in the syllabus for each chapter, you're able to do that, and then you get 10 points, addresses at least 50% of the objectives for each chapter, and utilize some formatting for the study guide, not just narrative notes. So you have to have the notes, your notes categorized some way to, in order to help you study, and you will earn 10 points for that as well. So that was the walkthrough of the assignments. We're going to skip the syllabus for a moment, as I'm going to do a separate video for the syllabus. Let's look at the discussions. A lot of this course has to do with discussions. So to the discussion area, you've already been in the getting to know you discussion. So if you go there, getting to know you, you have the discussion, and then you can just show that I haven't really looked at any of these as a question. That means that I haven't read that discussion post yet. If we go to, and then you just, for the discussions, you just click on the reply, and that will open up an area for you to type. You also have the option to collapse the replies, and so then it kind of shortens your screen a little bit. You can look through there. That's a good thing to know. And then, let's see, what can I show you here? If you wanted to see the rubric is here, just how you earn points. And so there are the points there. So let's go look at the discussion for next week. Discussions are worth 25 points. So it's really important that you do them the core assignment. So you need to complete it. Here's the chapter 1 discussion. I'll wait for that to open. So here we're talking about Healthy People 2020, and you need to choose one of the following things here and give an example of a community program or group that helps achieve that goal. It can be in your local community, it can be a national program, provide a reference or a link to the program or group. And the second part of the assignment would be to think about what program or service would you like to develop and implement to achieve one of these goals. It should be a new idea, not a current program, although it could be a current program that you have a new take on or something new that you would like to see implemented by that particular program or group. You do not have to choose the same theme for question 1 and question 2. You could potentially choose 2 different ones, looking at prenatal services, breastfeeding, nutrition, employer-sponsored health programs, health education, encouraging older adults to participate in activities. And it also tells you to talk to each other, to write to each other, respond to each other, which you've been doing very well in the Getting to Know You discussion, so keep that going. The initial posting is suggested to be due Wednesday by midnight. That way other people can respond to you and you can have this back and forth discussion. So you want to respond to at least 2 classmates commenting on the programs they would like to develop and see if you have any suggestions for them. If you come up here, it will show you the rubric, which is also posted in the discussion guidelines. So your initial post, 6 points. That it's turned in on time, 2 points on that Wednesday. That any references are in APA format, and I will post the link to APA format. Did you respond to the first peer And did you respond to them again? And then did you respond to a second student and respond again to them? And that's your total of 25 points. The point is to not just post, but to have a discussion amongst yourselves. And that way, that helps you learn more, helps you learn what people think about, what's important to them, and maybe perhaps give you a tip on something. So let's go back to discussions. Again, discussions. So if you go to discussion guidelines, I put this in the next. Please read through the discussions. There were 25 points each, and it gives you the rubric and the points. Check back often to see if somebody's responded to you so you can respond to them. And what I asked you all to do was to go ahead and read through the discussion guidelines and to then, it looks like somebody did. Oh, yep, there we go. Please read the discussion guidelines and reply, there's another typo, and reply yes, that you understand how to receive the full credit, that you will post your initial post by Wednesday each week, that you will remain professional in all communications, and that you understand you must include at least one reference in APA format in your initial post. So if you agree with all that, you've read it, you understand it, then you would go ahead and hit, actually you would hit reply up here and type in yes. Or if you had any questions, that would be fine as well. So let's keep going. Quizzes. We talked a little about that earlier. They will open up on Fridays, again, not every week, just specific weeks. For example, February 21st, March 6th, April 3rd, and it tells you which chapters are covered, how many questions, how many points. So those are all there. When you go into one of the quizzes, I'll switch the pages out every week so you have the most current page available. And each page will have links to the assignments and information that you need. Let's go to Flipgrid. We will have some Flipgrid kind of fun assignments to do. I'm hoping this works. This is the first time I did it in one of my courses. But a question would be posed, and then you do a short little video to answer the question. And then, there we go, there's me. Hi. And then if you want another response, you can record a response. You click on the plus sign, and it should take you to your camera. Hi, I'm here. And then you can, oh, it's going to record me now. Let's do this. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go next. Hi, nice to meet you. There you go. Again. Hi, stop, nice to meet you. Stop. It's okay. Close that. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, I'm sure. There we go. I didn't save it, so it didn't come up on the page, but that's what you do. We'll have some little interactive things there. Grades, you go there and you can see your scores that you've earned on the different assignments and quizzes. And it will, I'm tested, by the way. It will actually arrange, you can arrange it by due date, assignment group, module. I like due date, and it will tell you what the assignment is, the due, if you've had a score assigned. So there you go. That's how that works. And then if you go down to the bottom, it will actually total all. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, it's 16. It's calculating all the elective assignments. There you go. So it gives you the different categories and should give you a total of points there. So you'd be looking at the number of points in order to earn your grade. And then if you go to People, the final tab, we will we'll show you the people. Oh, hi, look, there's everybody in our class. Sorry, hello, didn't mean for all the names to pop up, but that's all good. And the thing to know is that if you go to groups, I believe I did look at that. So there's one little project we're going to do about toy evaluations, and we can put you in groups for that. And then I will also put a tab together for your capstone projects. And so that will go there as well. And you would actually be able to add, I'll have to unlock them, to add people to your groups. You'll be able to do that. Probably 3 or 4 people to a group for the capstone project. And what is this capstone project? I'll add the module in a couple days. Media family, somebody who's current in the media, and then you're going to look at the developmental milestones, everything you've learned in the course, and apply it to this particular family that you're going to analyze. It's really kind of fun. You put a little PowerPoint or some kind of presentation together, and it's been really, really fun to see what different people come up with. The other thing that we're going to work on this semester, we're going to do a service project for some of the homeless students on campus, working through student services in Augustine, Navarro, and we're going to help some students on campus. So I hope this helped you walk through the course. I will also have another video about the syllabus, and I really look forward to having you in class and getting to know you better. All right. Take care.